welcome back to the channel. We are back on the 1996 Ford F-250 Powerstroke today. Not seen, there's one previous video on this thing. I'll link it down below in the description. Quick backstory on this. Belonged to a gentleman that passed away. It's been sitting for about 10 years in a garage. I actually dug it out of the garage. Fuel tanks were bad. We still got one fuel tank to put in it. Just some fuel sitting and stuff. So went through the whole fuel system, new lift pump, fuel tanks. We still got to put that one in with the sending unit just showed up. But today we're going to give this thing a little attitude adjustment. Remember in the first video, these springs are kind of getting wore out. There's actually touching the bump stop up here. So we've got a 4-inch lift kit from Skyjacker. We're going to put like a 4-inch kit on the front. It's supposed to lift the back up about 2 inches, make it sit nice and level. But our friends over at Skyjacker sent us over a little lift kit for that. New shocks, new front springs, and all that goodness. To go with that, we got some 33-inch tall BF Goodrich all-terrain tires over here and some wheels that I had from a previous project. So I'm gonna get this thing looking sharp. I can't express enough how nice this truck is. Previous owner took super nice care of this truck. It's got 192,000 miles on this thing, and it sure does not seem like it at all. So we've got change oil on it, a few other things in this video. I got new front brake calipers. The reason I got those, these things are famous when they sit. They'll stick on you and create all kinds of problems. So we're just going to try to eliminate any issues that might pop up with this thing. So it is 4-wheel drive, of course, too. So it must have automatic locking hubs because he's put these solid hubcaps on there. So this has a Dana 50 twin traction beam on it and all that. So these front tires were new, like I think they got like 500 miles on them, but they're 2013s. The back tires are like 15, 18 years old. So definitely been sitting a while. You'll notice he's trimmed his bumper out. This thing was sitting slow. You see that, Hunter?
What's that?
He's trimmed this bumper, or somebody has.
Oh yeah. So it don't run.
Yeah, what happens, these springs get wore out when you turn, they'll hit right there. So these aren't that big of a tire, stock size, so it's kind of interesting. This was a clean Arizona truck. Not sure what we're going to do with this. We may try to do a giveaway on this. I'm not sure yet, so stay tuned. Boys going to start getting tires off here. Hunter, they're on spring break. Got Hunter and Hunter's friend Jake Flynn's here.
Hunter's friend.
Hunter's friend? You want me to call him Hunter's friend?
I know you can call me.
Alright, let me get after it. Got some Ford automatic hubs on it. We're probably going to take those off and put some of our own AVM hubs on it. I'll show you that here in a bit. This thing was just service. This guy took awesome care of this truck. Was that right?
Yeah, it
Must
is.
be a Ford mechanic. Yeah, probably. So I get his little book over here. I got to write down everything we've been doing on this thing too. Everything that's ever been done to this truck since it's new is in this little book. So anyway, I think about 30,000 miles ago, the front wheel bearings were serviced on it. But every single fuel filter, every single nut and bolt's been done in that thing is wrote in that little book. So I'm going to keep that going on with everything we've done to it so far and go from there. So. Some nice wheels. Alright, so if you guys don't know, we stock AVM. These are made in Brazil. We've been carrying these for a long time. Lockout hubs for pretty much everything that had lockout hubs, even the weird stuff that's made overseas. So if you guys need lockout hubs or anything, be sure to check our website. We've had really good luck. Been selling for about probably 12-15 years or so, but good product. All right, so these are stainless steel, nice heavy duty all metal hubs. Very simple setup. I'll show you how those go on. Yeah. Mr. Hunter's got new calipers from Napa sitting here. We're going to put new brake shoes on, even though the brake pads are still good. But what happens, there's 2 pistons on these things. And from my experience running these trucks set for a long time, they'll actually stick, they'll rust, they'll actually clamp on the caliper, get hot, heat things up, mess your wheel bearings up and all that stuff. The reason we're changing these hubs out, these are somewhat nice when they're new, but they don't always work or disengage right. You got to back up to unlock them, that stuff. So We're gonna go back with a simple, old school mechanical design. These fit the Dana 50s and 60s. Like I say, we keep all this stuff in stock, so. All right, getting new calipers on. Hunter's got this side on already. Working on taking the lockout hubs off. All right, I'll show you how these come off. These are kind of a goofy, weird design. We got the one off over here. They got their own special lock nut and retainer clip. I just don't like them. They're relying on just some paws right there to lock in. There's like 3 of them right there. They're all right when they're new, I guess, but sometimes the only way you can get them to unlock, you put the transfer case in 2-wheel drive and you back up and hope they come out. The style that we're putting on is just kind of old school, more I like a man's truck stuff. So the one thing you got to change on these, because this has a special nut and stuff, you got to go back over to a conventional style spindle nut. Splicer number for the inner nuts 660568. Outer is 621027, and then you got a washer 621028 on it. So inner nut has this little tang on it, so you tighten that up, set your bearing preload, and then this washer goes on the keyway of the shaft, and you got to get it where it lines up on that little dot right there. And you can flip this over to give you a little different thing. If it don't line up, you got to turn the nut a little bit, and then this one just goes on there and locks it all together. So pretty simple setup. That's one thing you got to replace when you put the automatic hubs on. So that's just a generic cover. Little internal snap ring. Get that popped out and under it.
I don't want to know too far.
Ooh.
There you go. Okay.
Don't need that no more. It's just a part of the automatic hub. There's a snap ring inside there. What those pliers for.
You got these things on backwards?
There you go.
Gosh, I put it back on. I feel like I'm under pressure.
I'll help you now. I got the pick, bud.
There we go.
There you go. Then you got a couple washers, spacers, thingies. It's just way too complicated.
Grab it.
And then that should come out. Cause a lockout. And then there's a little retaining ring that locks that nut on. Kind of a flaky deal. Right there. And now you got a like an 8-sided socket. I don't know what size that is. It's a
2 3/4.
2 3/4. Okay, so now we're back to a regular bearing. Looks like it got good grease in there. So now we're going to put on the first nut with the little pin sticking straight out. We're going to use that to set our bearing preload. Alright, got her set there. Back her up a little more. Okay. Let's see if your washer line up. So our little dots over here in the top of the keys there. See if you got lucky on the first try. Nope. We'll take it off and flip it. It'll be in a different position.
Oh, it's close. It needs to loosen just a quick.
Loosen just a little.
Dang it.
Alright, got it loosened up. We got the little pin in there. Let's put the other nut on it. So you're just going to jam that nut up against the other one. Alright, I like to put a little bit of thin layer of grease in there for the lockout hub to slide in.
Oh gosh.
A little bit on the spline shaft. When he's getting it unbolted from the hub, I usually put a couple screws in there for shipping. There you go. Alright, got 2 snap rings, internal and external that goes on. There you go. And you got your external one. That one.
Yep.
Alright, we'll put a little bit of grease around here. Let's help the lockout to work. You don't want to get too much grease in there. It gets really cold in the wintertime and they'll jam up the hubs too. Alright, Hunter is putting a little bit of anti-seize with stainless steel bolts. Sometimes I like to corrode in the hubs, but really pretty good.
Helping for the next time.
Little torque screws. Put those in there. Mr. Jake's been taking off the shocks. He's working on the leaf springs now. So it don't come crashing down.
I'll work on it. Okay, you're good.
Scared me and I'm not afraid of nothing.
That's a lot.
Alright. Got a strap holding the axle up. Took the U-bolts out. While I was talking to Snap-on guys, the boys are doing the engine oil out too. That's been in there for 12 years.
Filter too.
Changed the filter that didn't want to come off. Alright, now you guys can take the bolts out of the leaf spring.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the new leaf spring. So since this is a twin traction beam, you guys see how it pivots there? We got to put drop down brackets on the inside too. So that's just gonna fall down here. Don't worry, your daddy's got it.
Okay.
We got to reuse those bolts.
Yep.
Stuff's nice looking. No rust. This truck comes from Arizona, like I said that earlier.
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Nice guy would give Jake the impact so he could run it out. What a friend.
Okay.
Okay, now who's muscles?
That's Jake.
Jake. Take it out of there.
This side of my way.
Is this the gun show?
That's right. Free tickets, bub.
Are you guys single? We got to know this.
Nope.
Nope.
Jake, are you single?
Jake's single. Jake Flynn's single. It's on national television.
Single and ready to mingle.
Spud.
Side
You're
cuts.
gonna cut your finger off.
Side cuts. Oh gosh, dang.
Some side cuts, Jake Flynn. Drawer up above the one that's open.
Don't worry, I got it.
Quit. You're gonna cut your fingers off. I'm gonna have a 9-finger son.
We get the smallest
They're
side cuts.
fine, Jake. Bring him over. He got Jake's size side cuts. Are those say K on them? Those are the smallest ones.
Gosh, dang, Jake. What is the matter with you?
Here's the big pair.
Nope. Nope. I'm getting what you got me. Make them feel useful.
Surprised those got here to come from FedEx. You got new bushings? Gonna put those in, Jake? There should be a metal sleeve that goes in those too.
It's like the gold sleeve.
There you go.
You think they're gonna slide in there? Yeah.
And over here. Now, the center pin, I believe, is offset on these Ford springs.
It's towards the front, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's good towards the front. You might get a tape measure and check it. I don't know why they did that, but. What you got to the center? 28 that way. 24-ish that way. How's the other side sitting? Is it 24 short side on the front? Yep, short side goes to the front. Alright, one other thing I think you got to do. That don't fit on there, so we got to make that bigger because I use a bigger nut.
And a die grinder or what?
Die grinder would work. Step drill maybe. Die grinder is probably the best. You guys got your strap in there.
That's right.
Your hands, Jake. Oh my gosh, Jake, you just hit the chrome bumper. Where's your bolts at?
Not around.
Are these all the same? Is it the bolt, Jake?
Okay, once. Yeah.
Not the way the bolt went before.
Yeah, I believe so.
He needs a bolt back here.
I feel like I'm not long enough.
You know, you will be when I hit the cord. Oh,
Go. Okay. Center it a little too hard.
bolt right here. That's all you need.
No. At least on this side I don't need nothing. Yeah, push that one. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Alright, so in the last video, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. These are some used wheels I had. Tucker polished them up. You know, I'm going on some BFGs. Uncle Scott's putting the perfect balance job on them.
Perfect.
It's not perfect, is it?
Nothing's perfect.
Have you spun it yet?
Not yet.
No.
No. I haven't even.
What's that? Is that an 8-inch wide wheel?
Yep.
You already know that.
Yep.
It says right inside there, don't it?
It sure does.
Mm-hmm.
We just read it and go on. And it's going to be
16 inches.
15 incher. And then we are going to go function.
You're putting sticker weights
Yep.
in there.
That'll come right in there.
Wonder how the brand new KO3s are balanced. The old ones are kind of hit or miss.
It's probably just them wheels, more than likely.
Those wheels don't have like 2,000 miles on them.
But we're going to blame it on the wheels.
Yeah, okay. Moment of truth. Or it could be our knockoff.
Ounce and a half. That's pretty good on that size tire and wheel.
Not bad. So this says STA. That means
Static.
because you're just putting it in one place right here.
Yep.
And that lights
if not,
up.
it would be dynamic.
Boom.
But
Boom.
there's where it wants it.
All right, good job. All right, we got both the axle pivots out. Boys are taking the brackets off there, trying to.
Yeah, trying to. This may take a second.
Go ahead and spin it, Jake. See, it may be captured. I don't remember. Just hold on to that thing. All right, boys got the lift brackets all out there. I was looking at these bushings that go on the axle. You guys can see that one split. The pin's actually pushed up, or the bushing in the center side. So they've been in there too long. I ordered some from Napa. They won't be here till this afternoon, but we got to try and get these out of here. And they go out that way, but there's a little lip that kind of pushed over on them. So I'm going to take a Sawzall and cut that off and try to air hammer them back out or something.
Okay.
We'll get a Sawzall with a metal blade and we'll try to cut that first. Because there's a shoulder on here and I believe they only go one way if I remember right. So I'm going to push that collar out right there.
There you go. I can't see.
Yeah, it's going. Okay. Now, I need to cut this right here at the Sawzall. That won't. All right, I know we kind of destroyed it, but you can see that hole's egg-shaped and it's actually almost touching the top of the rubber there where the weight's been pushing up. So Napa's gonna bring some new ones, change out one loose spring over there, Jake is over here. He's got the hubs taped off. We're gonna sand those and paint that a little bit because that's gonna be sticking out the wheel over here. So, guys can put that leaf spring in there. All right, boys, got the leaf spring on. Got the hubs painted. You got a drop pitman arm we got to put on. Go ahead and buzz that big nut off there, Jake. You got the. I need an air impact to get in there.
Air impact?
Plus that other one will fit. Watch the white paint here.
I know. You can put it everywhere.
Hang on. I wonder if we should leave that on there for now. Because that's probably holding this axle from flipping the rest of the way.
Right here too, by the way.
Let's put that nut back on there. That might not be a good idea because we don't have anything holding this, and that drops out. It could pivot down.
Which nut? The big one?
Yeah, just put this one back on there, just so it don't fall. Maybe the big one too. We'll wait till we get our suspension pieces, and then we'll see what I'm saying. That could pop out and it could fall down. Be safer just to leave that for now.
There you go.
Can't come under that tie rod, can you?
Come under here, Kevin.
Well, ain't too bad right there.
Already squared up in that hole, Hunter.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Go team, go!
I think it'll be fun. Try that. Spin it a little bit. Okay, good.
Jake Flynn, is this your first lift kit?
Go ahead. He's practicing for his truck.
Bruh.
They put
12-inch lift. Nothing.
Whoa, wow. All right. No monster truck style.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Turbo 300 M on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tire Nations.
That's what I like to hear. Keep that gas motor. Make all the ponies.
Maybe do this before you put the engine in. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. A little more.
Give her one more. Good. There we go. Yeah, baby.
I got it.
All right. Get that bracket on. Get the next one on. We'll be ready. Hey, Bob, you're doing a good job on that pitman arm.
Appreciate it. On to burn myself twice.
Yeah. Got her all bolted up, looking pretty. Look you go. With Jake Clinton, what we do is this is where Clinton says to put it, but we should probably put it down here.
6-inch, right?
That's where the party is right there.
But we made it, man.
It's actually a racing secret. If you put your 4-inch lift down at the 6-inch setting, it gives you that Carolina squat on both sides.
So it's good, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Especially down in Alabama.
Yeah. Anyways,
Impact.
yeah, looking good, bub. Looking good. One down, one more to go, eh?
That's right.
You want to put that super sweet shock on there?
You want to?
Sure.
Okay.
We can put the tire on and double check everything and call her good. Hey, what are you doing?
Pulling the transmission out of the dozer for the second time.
Oh.
We just did it yesterday.
Oh, never mind. We'll work on
I'm
Fords.
getting pretty good at it.
Are you? Okay. I think we got the front done. And guys, just got the second fuel tank in. Looking snazzy. All picked up. Full neck. We just got to put the shield on her. And then we're just waiting on parts. I wonder who it is, FedEx or UPS?
Definitely FedEx.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll come at lunch.
Alright, my friend's got the other fuel tank in. I guess he got the front done. Hunter put the new AC compressor on the last video. He didn't like what it was doing, so we're throwing oil and Freon in it right now. We pulled a vacuum over lunch. That's about all we can do on this thing today until we get the rear blocks for the back. They got lost in shipping or something, so I'm gonna get those done and we'll be getting close. All right, finally got some 2-inch lift box for the rear of this thing. The kids went back to school. It's no longer spring break, so I guess me and Kevin and Tucker's over there working on another POS. You've probably seen a video on maybe. Got something angry at us. So we got the truck up in there. We got jack stands under the back. All we're gonna do is add another block and give us longer U-bolts. So we got the back of the truck blocked up. All we gotta do is unbolt that, lower the axle down. Right?
Yeah.
Working smarter, not harder, and then we're done.
And then put the monster truck tires on it.
Monster truck tires. 33s. Getting rid of the pizza cutters that are all cracked up. I'm not happy. They're DOT 20. I don't know what that one is. These are like 15 years old. Anyway, we need a what was that, 5/8 socket, or those are bigger? 9/16 U-bolts is probably what, 7/8 or 13/16. I don't know why we can't just have. Don't you just hate that? 9/16 and 7/16 American bolts are either two sizes. So 7/16 would be 5/8 or 11. 9/16 is always. You don't know this?
I just reach in there and grab a bolt.
They're either 13/16 or 7/8.
I don't let these things get to me.
The rest of the bolts, I know what size they are. That's not it. How about 15/16? It must be 5/8 bolts. Probably need a short socket too, Kevin. So I can get an impact on it, unless you want to be do it all by hand. Or yeah. Or I could just grab a 24mm. Just don't tell nobody. Is that it? We probably can sneak an air impact up here, can't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just hit your sausage head.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
It's nice working on something that's not all rusty, you know it?
I don't know anything about that.
Alright.
Do you?
So you want to have a team let down here?
Team letdown?
You let that over there and I'll let down here.
Okay. All right. We're not up on a lock, are we?
No, mine's not happy.
Mine's E1ing right now. This is what you do when things go bad. You just turn it off. Hang on.
Come on, where you at?
Mine was angry.
El Camino's not.
All your little cronies have already jumped me this week about the El Camino. I don't need you to.
The El Camino video just come out, didn't it?
Yeah,
Is this axle gonna try to roll?
probably.
How about we leave like your side up and we'll just bring my side down?
Okay.
Is that doing anything?
You're about freed off there.
Oh yeah, you got 2 more inches on.
You're going back just a smidge.
That's gonna be fun putting back together.
Yeah, this is all flexed out.
Now we're going out.
Yeah. Okay. Get your big old brick and put it in there.
I see the axle's got to tilt up this way, so we put the thick part in the back, right?
I'd make her do it.
Now, who's lining that back up?
Mm.
Is that you?
No.
No.
I'll have to rock back a little bit. Actually,
It's got to come forward about a half inch. We can probably try it somehow.
Yep.
Somewhere.
let's come up with something.
You don't have a brake liner right there, do you?
No, I got it under it. We got the ratchet strap 5000 here.
Quarter power.
Quarter power. Well, let's get a hammer and tap this block and it probably will pop in. Now we need to come over like a 1/4 inch. Maybe a big pry bar in there or something. I'll give you this hammer to pry off of. A little more. There she went. Now. This is ready for some U-bolts, Kevin. I might have screwed you on this one, maybe, maybe not. Hey, these for horses, bub.
Smart, man. But don't these each need 2?
Huh?
Why do you only have 6 nuts?
Well, you're looking at that box over there and you're probably finding the rest of the nuts, my friend.
Okay.
What size sockets are these? See, here's another nut. Here's another nut.
You just didn't have them all laid out. Okay.
Apparently I made a nut comment in the last video too, because I seen that. Can't do that no more. Looks like you're gonna need a vice grip and pull out to your channel locks.
Yep.
These oil filter wrench pliers be better to get in there.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, they're really good sprung.
Tell me I'm getting real close.
No, you was almost there.
I want to go a little higher. Get a little more leverage.
Let me get a nut. Did you keep bringing nuts? What's in here?
Yeah, there they are. I'm like a squirrel.
You are. Let me get this started. Hang on. God, I probably just killed me, didn't I? Gonna get a couple threads. Well, that was a lot of threads. All right. Now we're. You need something else? The big. Okay.
I'm weak.
Oh, we're going for the Milwaukee big ones.
Milwaukee.
I didn't know if we could get them in there. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Got
did
it.
you see that?
Where's the nut my nut at? The problem is you gotta do the one with the tire on it next.
Well, I think we're gonna have to take our ratchet strap off too.
Yeah, we got lots of problems going on. We can probably put a little pressure up on this here, can't we? I'm gonna come up with this a little bit, Kevin. Want a little more? Okay. You probably can take this off now.
Alright, let's see if it's ready to part.
Beautiful. Alright. Just gotta get that one up in there and we'll be golden. Alright, it's the next day here. More parts issues. I think this one may have been self-inflicted in the company. I'm gonna give everybody a lesson on measuring U-bolts. Should I call Jay in here? Jay's not here.
Jay won't be here.
Jay measured the old U-bolts and gave the guy the length of the old U-bolts to get new U-bolts. So they sent these and we got the nut on there, but it's not in the locking portion. Basically it's sitting like that. So Mr. J thought you measured bolts from U-bolts from here to here, when in fact you measure all your U-bolt measurements are from the inside to the end, and your inside measurements, that's how you measure U-bolts. So just so you know, that's how they go. But anyway, we need some about a 1/2 inch longer. I got some from Napa, and we're gonna get them put on there because we don't like what we got going on. There's just no locking part in there.
Orange side up.
Do what?
Orange side up.
Oh. They even fit in there right. It's like somebody ordered the right ones.
Huh. I'll be dipped.
Those other ones are 1/8 inch too narrow too, so I don't know what's going on. Those are gonna work just fine. One wheel off, we're gonna sand and paint these hubs a little bit so I don't have center caps for the new wheels. Those were from 2009, those tires on the back. Take a brake drum off, brakes are like new. No leaks. Look nice. Alright, got the hubs painted. Put some silver paint on the studs.
It's silver paint.
You want some?
No, we'll get over there.
Some people say this is not right.
Comment generator. It smells like paint fumes.
You know you're not supposed to do this?
No, probably not.
Yeah, lots of
Wheel
people.
come off.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I haven't had it. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna finish the sentence.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
It draws a lot of haters.
I haven't had it happen yet.
I've never had it happen in 45 years, 44 years.
I've never put it on.
Pretty sure you weren't putting anti-seize on when you were 1 year old.
Oh yeah, I was a tin man.
I'm sure you were.
I used to put it on all the bolts like on the dozers on the side screens and belly pans. When you take them off in the summer, they'd still come loose.
Oh yeah, it's not. We need to go. You lift your side.
Alright, she's looking good. We're going to pull it forward and backwards a little bit, let that front end settle out. The tires are turned to the left a little bit. The reason is that pitman on the lip. I'll have to adjust the... I'll go backwards a little bit. Turn the wheel that way, don't you? We're going straight. Yeah, it's about how much ball. Back it up and see if we can't get the wheel straight up. That's good.
Leave the brakes on, somebody can do something.
Yeah, we'll bleed the front brakes on.
We're off that far.
Yeah. I'll probably put the key in neutral. Or where it's not locked right there. Let's leave that there.
Yeah, it's something about
Okay.
10 o'clock.
What is it? Alright, Tucker's loosening up the tie rod, so we're going to do both sides the same, and then we'll measure the toe in with the tape measure and see where we're at on that. Here's a see how easy they turn. You're going to turn on that sleeve right there, Tucker.
I don't know how these work.
So that's got left hand and right hand threads on it?
No, this thing.
Oh. You're not used to fine tools is what you're trying to say.
No.
So the wheels turn to the...
It needs to go this way. Tighten it up. You're probably going on mine. Oh.
There's no cracker.
Yeah, I don't know why
Oh.
you're saying.
I think you're crap.
I usually like to put the cracks on the bottom, but spray in there.
For right now.
Let's do the other side. That's turn the wheel the wrong way. Go one more turn. So you're 2 turns from where he was, right? Okay, which way's the tire look? I need do one more turn, Tucker. The steering wheel needs about one more turn. That's 3 turns. That's right there's the steering wheel straight. We'll loosen this other side up. Alright, we turn the other side. We're going to turn this side 3, then we'll measure the toe in. Trying to get it straight enough to go down the road. I got a tape measure. Going on the wheel.
The rim or?
Rim or go on the tire?
Rim probably more accurate, ain't it?
Well, these tires are new, but
Are they? We'll go out the tire and see where's that. Right in the bulge?
70 and an 1/8.
On the mold mark in the center?
I don't know.
Yeah, right here. Let me go up some. You go down a little bit. I see the mold mark there. I'm cross-eyed. Let me go down a little bit. Get the corner spring. Right there, I think it's mold mark.
Yeah, I'm 69 3/4. The front's out wider. Alright, guys are measuring off the wheels there. Get a little bit more accurate measurement, double checking things. We're going to get about 1/8 inch of toe in. Get this thing good enough to go down to the alignment shop and make sure we get it all aligned. So,
Whoa, what happened?
I got to head out and do some things. Tucker's going to get this thing cleaned up and then we'll do a final walk around this dude.
I did a pretty good job cleaning that up.
You did a great job of cleaning and waxing that truck up.
Yeah.
Pretty proud of you, Kevin.
Yeah.
We all know that you can't keep things clean.
No, I can't. At this point, I don't think I can.
Mr. Tucker's been polishing and waxing on this thing. Got her sparkled up. Got her lift kit on it. She's got a 1/2 inch of rake to it. I think it looks good. Tucker's got the inside all clean. Even put plastic on the seats, boys.
Don't be touching the seats.
I think that's like a brand new one, don't it?
Yep.
We got so many trucks. We can't keep them all. This is this is a nice truck.
Yeah.
I can't believe how nice it is.
Yeah.
I've had a bunch of these and them being.
200,000.
You guys can't pay attention to miles because
If you told me this is a 90,000 mile truck, I wouldn't believe it.
yeah, I've got to write down everything we've done to it in that book too, and so we can forward that on. All right. Well, we got to take for a drive, make sure everything works, and we'll go from there. Mr. Jay's gonna get some pictures. You got a speck of dirt on it?
Dang it.
I drove it slow. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap on this one. I think the truck turned out awesome. Drives awesome. The thing rides smoother than it used to, believe it or not. I think because those springs aren't bottom out and those bump stops. But looking good, riding good. Make sure you're subscribed. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming. More OBS stuff.
Too many.
Epic dozer build, all kinds of cool stuff. So, guys, we will see you on the next one. All right, I know this video has been all over the place, but the white truck, I believe, has a new owner already. So it's going to a kind of a close friend of the family. It's going to be in super good hands. I know we said we was talking about throwing an auction there, but I'm actually glad it's going to somebody local here, only a couple miles away. So I had to turn my friend down. I know he's going to take really good care of it. It's going to be in great hands, like I said. So it's going to be well taken care of. It's actually raining outside. He was going to pick it up here, so he's waiting until the roads are clean and dry and stuff where he drives at home. So, but hopefully everybody understands as far as that goes. But Mr. J was getting a bunch of pictures of it. You notice it's missing back glass. He was getting a bunch of pictures of it to put it up on the auction. Fell down and accidentally broke, so we got to do something about that. But anyway, guys, appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.